we have Nasrat Haqparast versus Jamie Mullarkey. This is going to be on the main card, lightweight division. Nasrat, I believe that he is 15-5 in his career so far. He is 3-2 in his last five. He's coming off that decision victory over Alan Quinones, who I think was like a debuting fighter, if I'm not mistaken. He's fighting against Jamie Mullarkey, 17-6, 3-2 in his last five. He is coming off at a decision win over John Makadesi, who's a veteran. They're both about the same age, and as far as the reach and height, give or take 1 or 2 inches on either side, but they're pretty similar in that sense too. Odds for this fight right now, Nasrat is actually a minus 220 favorite. And I think that he opened up at a minus 185. So slight movement on Nasrat there for being a favorite. Gerard, I'll let you break down this fight first. What do you think about the fight between Nasrat and Jamie Mullarkey here?
So this fight, I think Nasrat Haqparast, he'll probably be the more high volume striker in this one. Um, he probably has the kickboxing and I would say more technical striking, in my opinion. And Jamie Mullarkey will be the more well-rounded fighter here, and he'll have the length and the height. Um, I would I would say that they've had some underwhelming recent wins
Mhm.
with Hagparas fighting a debut fighter and making it look harder than it should have looked, I think. And Jamie Mullarkey, some say he might have lost that one. Um, this one, for me personally, I lean closer to a dog or pass in this fight, just because we've seen both fighters kind of drop the ball in in fights before, and Nasrat Haqparast, I'm not so sure if I can lean on him as a favorite. Uh, he's going up in, I would say, going up in competition against Jamie Mullarkey, and yeah, this one's kind of hard for me to pick in this one. But yeah, I'm leaning dog or pass. I think it'll be a pretty close fight.
Yeah, I share similar thoughts to you. I think that Nasrat, he's a solid all-around fighter, leans towards more being a decision boxer at this point in his career. If you watch some of his recent fights, he's more of a defensive grappler that likes to sprawl and brawl. I think that he also likes to do a fair amount of clinch work as well, holding people up against the cage and then kind of dirty boxing them and kind of punching them there. He mainly likes to attack the head and the body with his punches. If you watch his last fight, he had a pretty good left body hook. He can string together pretty decent 2, 3 punch combos. He doesn't attack the legs too much though, so he's more of just a head and body guy. He Nasrat likes to push forward with a high pace, fights with his best when he's able to lead. When he is pressured himself, he tends to struggle. If you watch the fight with Bobby Green, that's exactly what happened to him. He was kind of pressured by Bobby with the hands down low and just was kind of styled on and lost that fight. Um, Nasrat also eats a fair amount of leg kicks, especially in the last fight. He was able to use the grappling and the clinch work to overcome some of the damage from the leg kicks. And that potentially might be an issue in this fight against Jamie Mullarkey. Mullarkey, he's also a solid all-around fighter, jack of all trades, master of none. You know, he likes to implement leg kicks as well and fight in the pocket with dirty boxing and knees. So far in this analysis, right? I mean, I feel like both of these guys are pretty similar, except Mullarkey probably will engage in more of a grappling situations, but they both attack kind of similarly in terms of how they fight. Mullarkey, he's able to implement his takedowns, so he finds opportunities against below average grapplers. I don't think that he's a huge sub threat. He more so likes to use his takedowns to just throw off his opponents or attempt to hold them down and maybe tire them out. based on what I'm kind of seeing right now, I would say Nasrat by decision, but I will stay away from this fight because I'm in agreement with you that I think this is going to be a close fight, and I'm not really confident in either fighter, to be honest. This has potential split decision vibes to me. So, yeah, I think the maybe if you do want to play this fight, I would probably suggest a over 2.5, which is minus 240 right now. I know that might be a little tough to do that because we saw Jamie Mullarkey get sparked in his like fight before the against the Mekadesi, but I think that's a pretty solid potential bet right there because I feel like both these guys are at their hearts more of a decision fighter. So yeah, I think the over 2.5 could be something to play, but I'll probably stay away from backing either fighter in this fight here.